Yo, are you tired of using the same 808s? Or are you trying to even make new 808s? Well, look no further. Unison has just dropped a new plugin, which is the Unison 808 machine. The Unison 808 machine is dope because not only does it create and put you in a position to create new 808s, but it generates random 808s with different characters and things of that nature. So we're gonna go over some of that today, and I'm also gonna make a beat with it. And thanks to Unison for sponsoring the vid. We're gonna get to it shortly, but before we do, please put a like on the vid. Now I'm gonna say this, if you do not have on headphones that catch the low end real good, because a lot of people watch YouTube through the phones, or if you're not on the computer that you make beats with using monitor speakers, you need to do that. So here we have the Unison 808 machine, and this is just a quick look at it. This is just a default setting. Let's play it. Now that sample is from my new drum kit, the Combustion Volume 4, but let's talk about the 808 machine and get into how it works. So this is the default setting when you open it. Now, all of this at the top, we're going to go over that shortly, but the first thing I want to do is go over the customization options. So you can control the ADSR, which is the envelope and stuff like that, the attack, the decay, all that stuff with this whole panel over here. Now, as far as the kick, that is the main feature that I like about this, because if you know me, you know I do actual sound design. The snares, the kicks, the 808s, I make them from scratch. And I know a bunch of different ways to make 808s and different VSTs and all that. One of the hardest things to get is the kick. It's hard to get the kick right. I call it the bump. Let's go through it very quickly. Let's just listen to it, and I'm gonna play with it. So as far as making it pop through the mix, you can control it however you want. If you want it to sit in the background and just not really do anything as far as the kick, so you could put other kicks over it, you could definitely control that. So now we're gonna go over to the drive knob. That's gonna control the distortion and things of that nature. Let's play with that. And we're gonna go to the tone. What this is gonna do, this is gonna form the wave shape. And of course, that means it's gonna control the tone. So let's listen to that very quickly. So now you have sidechain, which controls the ducking, the S chain. Let's demonstrate that very quickly. And that's something you could definitely use when you start laying kicks over the 808 and things of that nature. Now, before we continue, I want to show you that you can take the 808, you could pick a note, C1 or whatever, and you could either download it or you could click that right there, those arrows, and drag and drop it, and boom, you got the 808 sample right there. Now, before we get to the top, which the top is where some of the dopest stuff is at, I have to go over the glide feature real quick just so you can see what it is and how it works. Let's say you're doing some UK drill or something along those lines. You want to do a bunch of sliding and stuff like that. Well, you click the legato mode. You can control the glide curve with this. We're going to keep it at 50%. You could do this right here, and when notes overlap, they're going to glide. So you could glide up, down, all types of ways. You could control the time, etc., etc. Now, for one of the last things and the dopest feature, so you know how to make your own 808s, but what if, let's say you just want something automatic, you're just coming in, you just want to experiment and see what it can do for you. Well, you can automate the creation of 808s. You can get something random. It's got several different settings for creation. So you got clean, you got dirty, you got lo-fi, you got unique, you got aggressive. So you could click any of those. You're going to click that lever And now we have a new 808. But let's go to something like aggressive. Now, if you like one of the 808 settings that you get, you could click save. You could name it and all that stuff, and boom, you got your own setting. I got a couple that I made. So the first one is basic knock. I like that one a lot. I got insanity. Sounds crazy. And I got monstrous. So if you actually get it, you could copy the settings that I put and everything. So now what we're about to do, I'm gonna actually make a beat. So boom, what we about to do, we about to make a beat. I'm gonna use the Unison MIDI wizard. We got a silky melody. Let's get to these drums. Let's get to this 808. See, that's got a good body right there. We're going to work with that. What we going to do, we're going to side chain that. Woo, woo. Let's listen to a side chain real quick. And that'll be for when we put the kick over it. I'm going to take that, move it out, copy this bass line as well. Put a kick over that real quick. So we made some fire today. If you like what you heard, you can get the Unison 808 machine from the link in the description. Now this plugin can help you with getting the right 808 and crazy 808s, but you still might have trouble figuring out things like what notes to hit and what patterns to use when you're making beats with the 808s. Well, in these two videos here, I go into crazy detail about how to use 808. So if you need help, definitely check those out. Other than that, I'll see y'all another day. Somehow, some way, I'm out.